And here we are, Denise. How are you?
I'm good, good. How are you?
Good. And where are you?
I'm actually in Rosetown. I'm on route to Manitoba.
Woohoo!
Ah!
First derby in Manitoba. How excited are you?
Oh, I'm so pumped. I can't wait. That was my goal coming on as a director. So getting into Manitoba is just another step on the trail.
That is absolutely awesome. I know there is a whole bunch of us that are really sad that we're not coming.
There's always next year.
Yeah. No, that'll be awesome. So, Manitoba, what are we fishing for?
We're fishing for bass for the main part of the tournament. So we also have a mini tournament that'll be multi-species, and that's just a point per fish.
Ah, we're doing a mini coulee, but with bass instead of walleye.
Yeah, I kind of like that. It's just equal opportunity for everyone then.
Absolutely. Gives everybody a little more chance to have some fun.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So, how often have you fished bass in Manitoba? As the director.
The funny thing is I have never been to Wellman. I have never been to that area, and I have never caught a bass.
This is awesome. That you're like the pioneer of the eastern part of the Western Canada Kayak Fishing Trail. Let's go and fish for shit we've never caught. Let's go to lakes we've never fished, provinces we haven't fished, and let's see what we can do.
That's how we roll.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so it's been fun. I've gotten tips from everybody, and every bit of advice has been entirely different. So it'll be interesting out there.
So don't believe any of them.
Yeah.
Were any of the people that gave you advice fellow competitors?
One of them.
Well, don't listen to that advice then.
One was my son too, so he just likes making me look like a fool. So who knows?
All right, so that is happening this Saturday out at Wellman Lake. Now, I'm just going to see. Denise and I were chatting. There is a pin and stuff on the app.
Yeah.
Let me just kill our videos for a second and let me bring this up. So for anybody that's looking, I will just kind of back out. We are, as you're coming in, I guess kind of you're coming in number 8 or number 5. So if you come in kind of through Kenora, but you're going to come into Duck Mountain Provincial Park is where you want to be coming to. And that is Highway 366. So as you're coming in, I don't know if it'll tell us a road name here. I don't think so. Right up here, you're going to see the Wellman Lake United Church Camp. That's where you want to be aiming your vehicle towards. We're camping kind of right next to it, Denise?
Yeah, right beside it.
Yeah, so that's kind of where you guys want to be getting yourself to. So coming up on 366, there's 2 different ways in, whether you're coming from the north or the south. But so you're looking to get up into the northwest tip of Wellman Lake is where you want to go for this event.
Yep.
Let me find my cursor here and we will bring some screens back up again. There we go. So what are the rules?
So rules are much the same as the rest of our tournaments. A lot of them will be pretty basic and familiar to most of us, but I've got a whole list here. We're going to do AIS inspections before boats are launched. So between Dave, Flynn, and myself, find one of us, and we will give your boat a once over. We'll have some spray there. If your boat has been out of Duck Mountain Provincial Park or just coming in, then we'll check it to make sure that there's nothing we don't want in the water there.
Yeah. Keep all your hitchhikers at home. For anybody that's going out, I highly recommend, and I say this anytime you're moving throughout provinces, go to a car wash on your way. Pressure wash your boat before you get there, and when you leave, stop and pressure wash your boat again. As Denise said, we're sending out. She'll have a spray bottle with it's called Quat Plus, and that's what the Alberta Fisheries Group uses for their inspection stations. So I've got some heading out to Denise. Gord, you were the first to say hi. Gord's already washed his boat. Our world traveler Gord is going to be making his way down to Blackfalds here to pick up some supplies for Denise. So Gord, thank you again. You're kind of our unofficial director mascot that when we need something done, Gord is our man to do it for us.
Yeah, he's Purelator.
The Gordolator. I should make him a big vinyl sticker for the back of his truck. Gordolator.
Gordolator, yeah. So moving on, you need a Manitoba fishing license. You need a park pass because we're in a provincial park, so make sure you have those. Fishing licenses for Manitoba you can get online, super simple. As far as boundaries go, we haven't set any boundaries. As far as you can paddle, you can fish, but I've heard you don't have to go far. So that is up to you. Those boundaries, it might change if the weather gets bad, but we'll take care of that on shore that morning, make some decisions. Please check in with me before you launch. It's nice to know who's out there. And then when you get back in, check back in. We just want to make sure everyone's safe and off the water, and we can start logging fish.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a big thing. We've had that at other derbies too. You know, everybody, if you're local and you're like, this sucks, I'm going home, please still make sure you'll meet Dave Parkinson, Flynn Scott, and Denise Fletcher there. Meet up with one of them and say, hey, you know what? I'm done. I'm heading home. I got nothing to submit, whatever. Just let them know, because there's nothing worse than as a director, you're worried and because everybody's supposed to be off the water and you can't find people. It gets the heart racing pretty good because you have to start wondering. So if you're leaving for any reason, please make sure you check in with one of the three of them. And I just put to Denise just in our comments here. I just put the Manitoba fishing license link in there. And while you're continuing, I'll pull up the park pass one and put it in there.
Awesome, thanks. All of our tournaments, you must have a PFD on. If you are seen without a PFD, we're going to come ask you some questions and you could be disqualified. Make sure you have it on. They're comfortable, they're fine. They're going to save your life if you have an accident. So there's no reason to have it off. All fishing must comply with the Manitoba Fish and Wildlife Regulations. So you can find that guide on the website. I think Mike has a link there.
Yeah, I can put that up. So now, correct me if I'm wrong, but in Manitoba, it's just a park vehicle permit, right, that you need to have?
I think that's right.
Yeah. So I'll put that link up as well. You've got a daily, a 3-day, or an annual. A 3-day park permit is $16.50. So super cheap for what it is. So that link's up there now, and now I'll just post up the actual that fishing regulations we were looking at.
Yeah. So yeah, everyone take a look to the regulations. Make sure you're in compliance with everything there. We're going to follow what they say, and then our rules come secondary. So Manitoba is barbless, so make sure your barbs are pinched. What else do we have here? All fish mortality, please report it to us. We have to keep track of that for fisheries. We also like to just keep a running total for fisheries. They'll ask us on our exit forms for our permit how many fish were caught. So if you can just keep a running total in your head, even if you didn't measure them, just let us know at the end of the day. It helps us and it helps them. There's a 5 bass limit in the tournament. You can keep catching bass, but we just want to see your top 5 pictures. So when you come to Flynn, Dave, or myself with your pictures, please have your top 5 ready in case the app isn't working. If the app is working, we do have Wi-Fi from the church camp. They were very generous in offering us their code. So when I get there, we'll see how far out onto the water it works. Hopefully we can use the app. Beyond that, then there is a 4-fish limit for the mini tournament. You will get 1 point for each species. So it looks like I've been told there's walleye, pike, and perch in that area. So if you catch a walleye, measure it, and that's your walleye. You don't have to submit any more walleye. As long as your exit data is on, which it should be, that's how we tell where you're fishing and what time you're fishing. Then we can tell who got to 4 points first, and that'll be the tiebreaker. So does that make sense? If there's any questions, just type them in the bottom or reach out to me. I can explain that further. To enter fish, it's just like any of our other tournaments. Belly to belly on the bump board. You must be in your kayak. You can have help from other anglers. This measuring fish, someone's showing off. Okay. This measuring fish will be new to some of you, so ask for help. If there's another person around, you can have another hand on that fish. If you're Broden, you can have a foot on it. But
no, it's just a toe. Broden just uses the big toe. Violates his fish with a big toe.
And only pike.
Only pike, yes.
Yeah. So try and get your fish centered in the photo. Practice on your bump board before tournament time. We need to see clear numbers. If your numbers are not clear on your board, please Sharpie over them. We will be verifying bumps before the tournament. I have a tape measure. We can have a look at them. Mike, which bump boards are the sliding ones?
There's a flambeau and a plano one that expand out and click. So if you do have one of those, we require, when you've opened it fully, that there is a physical black line marked around. You don't have to go all the way through and cover over the lines, but across the top and down the sides. And then our directors will also be looking at that to ensure that it's correct. So, with that, using those, that you've got it set up right.
Yeah. So, and I'll have some Sharpies there if anyone needs.
Yeah. Just in regards to what Denise was just saying with the catch photo release, I'm just popping up I'm going to put up a link, and this is a video that Broden actually did on the catch photo release. You can watch it on our YouTube channel, and it's great. The one thing that we will all tell you, and even though we forget to do it, is when you're measuring your fish, your belly to belly, so the fish is always going to be heading to the left side of your kayak. Tuck your net underneath your bump board so that when the fish jumps off, they'll always go to the left, or they'll go straight down your pedal drive, one of the two.
Yeah, one or the other.
If they go to the left, there's a good chance they're going to land in your net. So leave that net tuck it underneath your bump board and off to the left side. But I've just posted that link for people. It's a great video, and thank you again, Broden, for doing that. It's a great video that he made for us. So,
yeah, that's really helpful. Yeah, and be able to laugh at yourself, because if something dumb will happen with the bump board pictures, it will happen for sure.
Guilty.
We've all lost fish.
Yeah, and take your picture of your massive fish that you catch before you hold it up in the air. Go, oh my God, everybody, look at this.
Why?
Then you'll lose the chance of getting that picture, and it'll jump off into the water 3 times. You'll catch it, and then the 4th time it's gone, and you don't have a picture of it.
Yeah. Get your bump picture first, and then, like on the video, Broden will show it really well. But get your picture, put it back in the net, let it revive, check your picture, and then let it go, just to make sure. The other thing is I'm bringing angler tags out for anyone that doesn't have any. That must be in your picture as well. There's multiple ways of having that in your picture. We can show you. I think we're going to have some armbands available too. Ask questions. That's going to be the hardest part of your day, is getting those pictures taken and getting them so we can read them.
Get help. There's lots of experienced anglers coming out. For anybody that's new, we've got a lot of experienced anglers coming out. Get your fish netted and look for one of them and say, hey, can you come give me a hand? I guarantee you, Flynn, Denise, Dave, Joe,
Oh.
Michelle, like there's 5 right there. They will come over and give you a hand and walk you through what to do. We've got lots of great anglers that are coming out to this because, I mean, it's Manitoba. We're super excited to be growing out there, and we want everybody to have fun. So,
yeah, and Gord's out there too, and he is,
Gord. Oh yeah, Gord.
yeah,
Gord
one of
later.
the most helpful guys. So, let's see what else. Housekeeping prizes are going to be awarded at the end. So between 5:30, 6 o'clock, depending on if the app is working or not. So if the app is not working, you'll have to be patient. We'll get through your fish as fast as we can.
Okay, so let's stop there for Denise. Let's stop.
Yep.
Let's stop. Prizes.
Prizes.
What is so amazingly special about this derby?
We have just a little door prize, and I have not met the guys at Stillwater, but I can't wait. They're going to have a table set up there. They're going to have information, but the biggest thing is they're bringing the door prize with them. I don't know what color it is, but it is a new canoe, Flint, brand new kayak. So for anyone that, like, we have a couple tournaments that give away boats. They are so fun, and to go home with a boat is one of the, I don't know what it feels like to win one. I've seen some kids win at East Slope. Like, all the people that I've seen needed a kayak, so it was pretty cool. If you need a kayak, pay $50, come have a blast, and maybe win. So yeah, thanks to Stillwater, because man, these guys right away, they just jumped on board and said, whatever it is, we're in.
Yeah, and that is so amazing to have somebody like Stillwater. Oh wait, hold on. The color will be Gulf Coast. Bryce just commented. So
Awesome.
So with that, since Bryce wrote that, let me. I'm going to go to the new canoe site here, or actually even better.
That is a good color.
Well, it is. So let's go Stillwater. Stillwater Adventures, new canoe. Let's bring it up right on their site here, and I will pop this up and see if I can find the color for you. Oh, Gulf Coast. That's the blue one.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Here, hold on. Let me do a screen share.
Yeah,
I got to figure out where I'm at. There we go. Let's show this in stream, and we will hide ours. So, Stillwater Adventures, if you're in Manitoba, check these guys out. They have got an amazing selection of absolutely everything. That is your door prize right there. I absolutely love that color. So yeah, that's 11'3". Great kayak for throwing up on top of a Subaru.
Well, I think I could probably make room for 2 up there.
33 inches wide, so super stable. It only drafts 3 to 6 inches. 63 pounds, super light. So yeah, again, Stillwater Adventures out of Manitoba. We cannot thank you folks enough. If you're looking to get hold of them, 269 King Street East, Virden, Manitoba. Get hold of these guys if you're in Manitoba. That should be your go-to kayak store. Here we even say from somebody else, Melissa Lindsay, Bryce and Corey are the best. So that's got to tell you something when you've got people tuning into our thing to let you know that they're the best.
Awesome. Hi,
no, Mitch, sorry, you can't enter and not make it. You have to be there for the draw.
Just come.
Yeah, come on, Mitch. I'm sure your wife will just take the baby with you, drive out, be there for the awards, and go home.
Yeah, exactly. And go home with a kayak.
Yeah. Bryce says we are super excited to participate. Bryce, on behalf of all of the directors, we cannot thank you enough for stepping up and being our our sponsor out there. It's nothing makes us happier than to have a local company sponsoring our first foray. So
yeah, the feedback we've had on this tournament, there's a lot of people who are saying, you know, they don't have the confidence to enter the tournament, or they aren't quite prepared. But this is just the beginning of a long relationship with you guys, and we're just on the grow. So hang on, Stillwater, because we're gonna go far.
yeah, absolutely. And I've got to say this because Denise is on her phone on the road, so she can't see the comments.
No, I can't.
Bryce is just Bryce put up a comment, so I've got it sitting on the screen. It says, "If anyone needs gear brought up this weekend, just let us know. We're happy to haul it with us." So
Awesome.
That's absolutely best. Blake Morgan says Corey is only the best if he fishes the tourney. So I'm pretty sure a gauntlet just got thrown because Corey just responded back, "Relax, Blake." So I think both of them probably need to come out and fish it and see which one of them gets the bragging rights between the two of them.
I think so. We've got a couple battles going on because we've got the guys in BC are going to be sending us pictures.
Absolutely. So yeah. So ironically, we decided to do bass derbies, and we've got one in BC and one in Manitoba. So each end of the spectrum of the Western Canada Trail running the exact same day. So I'll say this on yours. I'm going to say it when we do the BC cast at 8 o'clock. But I expect you guys to kick ass and win.
We better. We gotta show them what Manitoba has.
Absolutely, it's bragging rights time. Which is the better bass? The Bass province? Are we Manitoba or are we BC? So let's see what you got.
Yeah. So yeah. Then I guess we should mention some of our other sponsors. We've got some other awesome prizes for some of our top anglers. We have a cash payout. The amount is going to be determined by how many anglers we have. But yeah, there's our Dakota Lithium, our official battery supplier of the trail. They've been with us for 2 years now, and they supply every single tournament, plus our Summer Slam, plus our Angler of the Year award. I'm bringing out a 23 amp battery with charger and a 10 amp power box. So top 4 will get to choose one of those. There's also a Lew's 6-foot spinning rod reel combination that I'm bringing out. So thank you to Lew's. They jumped on board this year.
I'm glad you said that so that people know that it's on the table and it's not just tucked away in your trailer for you to take home. Because Denise may have messaged us all and she's like, "Oh, I want to win this rod. It's already in my trailer." So everybody now knows there's a Lew's rod and reel combo. She can't take the reel off. It's a rod reel combo that is up for grabs.
I was way too thorough. Okay, well, yeah, you all know. Anyways, it's bright red. It's gorgeous. It's a nice rod. Thank you, Luz. The other, and Blackwater Paddles.
Blackwater Paddles out of BC sponsored a paddle for every single one of our in-person derbies. It's amazing. Yeah. Same as Luz, same as Dakota. These guys have all come on board as huge sponsors and just said, you know what, we thoroughly support what your trail is about, and we can't thank them all enough. They've provided us with something that, it blows me away. I'm absolutely, I'm shocked that what the trail has gone to as far as size, but to have sponsors roll up and come to us and say, "Hey, we want to be at every single one of your events." It means a lot to us. And, we've got companies like Stillwater that brand new to us and says, "Hey, we want to sponsor the Derby." And what the hell? Let's throw up a kayak. Like it, first year in Manitoba, yeah, we probably won't have a massive turnout. But as soon as the Derby's done, everybody's going to be talking about it. And next year, everybody's going to be like, "Well, I'm taking my holidays to line up with going to Manitoba." And that's it's happened to us before. I mean, our first foray into Saskatchewan, it was a smaller event, and the next year it grew like it was huge. So Manitoba's where it's at, right? They're going to beat BC for bass.
Absolutely. So I'm excited to see where this goes. I think it's going to be great. Another organization that I did not get a hold of soon enough, but Swan Valley Sport Fishing is cheering for us quietly. They can't be there this weekend, but I know next year we'll develop a relationship with them, and it's going to just grow. So, and everyone will need kayaks next year. So Bryce, better double your order.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny. I mean, our page, and we've got the Western Canada Kayak Fishing Trail page, and then we've got Western Canada Kayak Fishing is a Facebook group.
Right.
And in probably the last 2 weeks, the number of people from Manitoba that have joined that Facebook group just to chat with like-minded anglers in Western Canada, I think we've probably seen our biggest growth in Saskatchewan and Manitoba in the past couple of weeks. So it's great. I love the fact that we're branching out there, and hopefully we're going to start being able to develop those relationships with anglers out there where we're going to be able to say, hey, I'd like to come out to Manitoba and fish. You got anywhere you want to go? And we'll be able to meet up with other like-minded anglers and go catch some amazing fish.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, and I think there's the convoy, the Manitoba convoy. There's some of us headed to our next tournament from Wellman. We're going to do a Manitoba tour. So if anyone wants to join us, Flynn's tournament is July, I want to say 1st and 2nd, up on Mosier and
Phantom.
Yeah. So there's five of us right now that are convoying from Wellman up there. So we've got 5 days to go, about 5 or 6 hours. So the more the merrier.
There's going to be a lot of fishing going on.
A lot of fishing. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Rindy just says good. Well, first he said, when I said about Manitoba doing better than BC, because Rindy's our BC bass boy. But yeah, Rindy just threw up good luck in Manitoba, everyone. Looking to see some Manitoba monsters. I think I'm gonna drop the gauntlet, and I'll say it again in the BC one. Maybe we'll make up a little trophy for the best bass tournament. So the most total inches submitted between Manitoba and between BC, and see what we get. So
East versus West.
Yeah,
like that.
Here's the thing though, for the folks in Manitoba, they're fishing Vasso Lake. They got large and smallies, so you guys better hammer some monsters out there.
Yeah, well, it's going to be fun regardless. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, pre-fishing we didn't talk about, Mike.
8 o'clock.
Pre-fishing is 8 o'clock Friday, so you must be off the water by 8 o'clock. You can leave your kayak down at the water if you want, but your rod and reel have to be off fishing. So tournament start time, we are on the water at 6 a.m., off the water at 5.
Manitoba time.
Manitoba time. And please make sure that your exit data is on, that your location and time date stamp.
Yeah, absolutely. For everybody that's going, I recommend as soon as you're off of this, grab your phone, take a picture of whatever's sitting in front of you, your foot, a desk, a table, a chair, whatever. Take a picture, swipe up. If you're on an Android, you can just swipe up. When you bring up a picture, you can swipe up and you can see that data. Go into your info on your iPhone for that picture. Make sure that your XF data, so that's going to show you not only your time, your date, but also your location. Also, just so everybody knows, as Denise said, PFD, we require them to be worn. But as far as a requirement for kayaks, you must have all of the requirements when you're out on your vessel. So you need to have that emergency kit that's got the rope, the bailing bucket, or a bail pump, a bilge pump. You need to have some kind of a signaling device, so like a whistle, whatever, the light, flashlight, a light on your kayak, whatever. There's no kayaks that are out there that have built-in bathrooms and sleeping quarters. So we have to make sure that we're abiding by the fact of the not drinking on the water. That is a federal requirement. So just everybody, please be aware, this is our first foray into Manitoba, and we want to make sure that we're doing everything by the books and everybody's really happy with us. So keep that celebration drink until you get back to the shore.
Yep. Yeah, and I want to give a shout out to Dave Simard at Parks there in Manitoba at Duck Mountain. He has immediately welcomed us with open arms. We have a group camp spot. He just immediately said, I know where to put you, and they've been getting it ready for us. So huge shout out to them for not knowing us, but just saying, come on down. We're excited to meet you.
That's absolutely awesome.
Yeah. So I think we've covered pretty much, like, as far as the tournament rules go. Another rule that we put into the trail rules was the mothershipping one. I don't think we've talked about that, but you can't have someone in a motorboat tow you around the lake. You have to get there on your own steam. You can be in a dinghy, you can be in a belly boat, you can be on a piece of linoleum if it floats, but you cannot get towed. You can get out of your kayak to go to the bathroom. You can't get out of your kayak to get into a motorboat.
Yeah, exactly. You at no point can you be under any type of power, whether it's in your boat or loading your kayak into somebody else's boat and having them take you to a different part of the lake, anything like that. When the derby starts, you are required to man-powered. So whether it's paddle or pedal, that's the only way you can get around that lake.
Yeah, and unless there's emergency, there's no need for anyone to be near a motorboat.
Yeah.
So, yeah, other than that, I think that's all that I have, Mike.
Just everybody make sure that you've got your code of conduct and it's signed. If you don't have one, reach out to us on our Facebook page. I can get one email. Just send me your email through the Facebook page and I can email it out to you tomorrow. Read it over because it talks about all of our rules as well as what can result as far as deductions. Denise talked about fish mortality. If you catch a fish and it dies, you can't submit that fish as an entry because we are a catch photo release derby. So if that fish dies, you can't include that in. But send us an email or send us a message. We'll email you out, get you those rules. If for payment, send your payment to the West Can Kayak Trail at gmail.com. You're $50. If you're not comfortable sending an e-transfer, take the money with you to Wellman and give it to Denise. She'll take your payment. She'll also take your payment for camping, which is how much a night?
$10 a night.
$10 a night. Great deal on camping.
Yeah. And we don't have a time. If you want to leave your tent set up, you can take it down after the tournament. So don't worry about that.
Oh, that's absolutely perfect. And yeah, other than that, and we just lost Denise. I don't know if she hung up or she might have hung up. She might have phone died or whatever. But yeah, if you have any other questions regarding this event, reach out to us on our Facebook page and we will get you set up. For everybody going out, good luck. Can't wait to see the pictures coming in from Manitoba. It's going to be kind of interesting. Oh, here she's back.
I don't know what happened.
3, 2, 1. Here she is. I don't know. We either lost you or you hung up on us. I was just saying it'll be interesting because we'll be able to see the pictures from Manitoba and the final results from Manitoba before everything from BC. So it'll be like election night in Canada, but for bass fishing.
That's right. Yeah, it's a fun day. It'll be good to see. Yeah, there was something that slipped. I don't know. I'll think of it.
But yeah, so anybody, if you've got any questions, like I said, I posted the links for for your fishing license, for your park vehicle license, to the catch photo release video. Denise has I think there's 6 angler armbands going out. If you want to buy an armband from Denise, she'll have them out there. We've got some of our Western Canada Kayak Fishing Trail flags that'll be out there. She'll have the angler tags for everybody. So when you get out there, chat with everybody, find out what you want to know, what you need to know. We've got a great group of experienced anglers coming out to have fun. So go out, have fun. If you've got any questions at all, reach out to Denise, reach out to Flynn, to Gord, to Michelle, uh, Dave Parkinson, another person who's an unofficial, probably soon to be official director. I think we'll just kind of railroad him into a directorship just because he's been doing a lot for us out in Saskatchewan and Manitoba. So sorry,
Yeah.
Dave, if you're watching, it's called a railroad. You don't really get a choice. You just get put into something. So
Yeah.
you can ask Denise and Flynn about that.
Yeah, and the thing I was going to mention is that the angler code will be released Friday night, and with that, we will release the Wi-Fi code as well.
Perfect. And yeah, any other questions you have, you can ask them when you're out there, or you can send a message to our Facebook page and we'll reach out to you. I'm always checking it. Other people are always checking it. So we'll get hold of Denise and let her know if she needs to look at something. But yeah, have fun, have an amazing time. Kind of jealous, not gonna lie. I reached out to Denise and said, do you need me to send anything else out? She didn't even say me. She said Ben. She wanted me to send Ben with Gord to go fishing. Like I wasn't even invited. So
Oh, well, you can come too. It just, you were very clear that you couldn't, but Ben doesn't have a career.
yeah,
Yeah.
but Ben has personal achievement tests for the rest of this week and Monday, Tuesday. So
Oh, well,
whatever. He can do grade 6 again. It's all good.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, really. No, we'll be thinking of you guys, and yeah, looking forward to see everyone at Wellman. And I will be there tomorrow afternoon. I think Dave is there already, so we'll start pouring in.
Perfect. Well, good luck, everyone. Have fun, and I can't wait to see who wins the Battle of the Bass, Manitoba or BC.
Yep, sounds good.
All right. Have
All right.
fun. Good luck, everyone.